Welcome guys. Today we will discuss about the types of operating system. There are many types of operating system. We will discuss some few. So first one is batch. Here the job are done on the basis of batch. Suppose you have lots of job. Okay. So what does operator do here? Operator need the batch of the job on the basis of similar types of job. Make the batches of the job, one, two batches, and here the CPU is present. Okay, so you send the job, Operator will batch them according to similarity into different groups. Okay, so what will happen? First, one batch will go and execute in the CPU. And till the full work does not complete, the batch 2 does not allow to enter in the CPU. So what will happen? First batch come in the CPU, he do some processing work, then he needs some input output IO work. Till IO work is doing, CPU is here ideal. What happens? CPU is here ideal. So this is the biggest disadvantage of batch, because as batch come, it do some algorithm work, processing work. Suppose it do this work in 2 seconds. Now IO work require 1 minute. Till this work does not complete and the output is not given. CPU too does not take the work. So there is a more ideal time of CPU where the CPU do not do any work. It is free, and this is the biggest disadvantage because CPU utilization time is very low in this system. CPU utilization time is very low, and you can understand it. How this happen? First, there are different jobs. Operator will batch this job into the categories or three categories based on the similarity. CPU take one of them, do its work, input output, and when the whole process get completed, then the CPU take other work. Till then, CPU may sit idle but cannot do the other work. That is the biggest disadvantage of this system, because here CPU utilization is very low. And how this work is going to be going in operator? Remember, here the work happen with the help of punch call. What does it mean? Here you give operator a punch call. Okay, you give operator a punch call which contain program, your input, your command. So with the help of call reader, call reader, you give a punch call which contain program, input or command line. With the help of command call reader, operator read it, make the batch, give batch to CPU until the CPU does not complete one batch. Second batch cannot enter, and till then CPU will remain ideal. That's why the CPU utilization time is here very low. But extension of this happen, and that is called multiprogramming. And the second operating system is multiprogramming. What is happen here? Just understand it. Just there are lots of work. Okay, here is the operating system and CPU. Now understand, CPU give operating system first work to CPU. Okay, and it is 1 second work. Okay, now it is going for IO. It is 5 second work. So 5 second till CPU does not remain ideal. Here the operating system give him the second work. CPU utilization here increase because operating system give work to CPU when it is free. It does not wait that first process 1 get fully complete, then process 2 enter in the market, enter in the CPU. That's the biggest difference, because in the batch, till first job does not fully get complete, second job can't enter. But here, when CPU become ideal, means process 1 is going for IO, CPU is ideal, then operating system give the second task to CPU, and CPU here done the second work, and that's the reason here CPU utilization increases. But there is a one big problem here also. Suppose process 1 has 1 hour work, process 2 has a 15-second work. So what will happen that operating system give process 1 to CPU. Okay, process 1 take 1 hour for processing. Till then, process 2 is waiting. Even it is very small program, but still it is waiting for 1 hour to get executed, and that is a biggest disadvantage, because if any very high taking time consuming process is ahead of the small or less time consuming process, then the less time consuming process has to wait for more hour to just get executed. And here the come of the next operating system, that is called multitasking. Multitasking. Here what happens that there is a time slot, time slot, time slot, which is called time quantum, which is called time quantum. What will happen? Suppose you have three processes, process 1, 2, process 3. So what will happen? Operating system will give CPU process 1. Okay, process 1. But if process 1 is 1 hour, then these 15-second or 2-minute process have to wait. But this will not happen in multitasking. Here there is a time slot. Suppose the time slot is 2 minutes. Time slot is 2 minutes. So process 1 in turn, he do the work of process 1 for 2 minutes, then process 1 get terminated, then process 2 come, process 2 is less than 2 minutes 15 seconds, it get completed, then process 2 get terminated, then process 3 come, and process 3 is of, let's suppose it is of not 2 seconds but 3 seconds, then it do only work for 2 minutes, and then process 2 get terminated, and again the process 1 will come in the picture and it do the work for 2 minutes, then process 2 get terminated and process 3 come in the picture for 1 minute, because there is just 1 minute work is left in the process 3, and that is why it is more efficient, because here the other process which are of less processing time does not have to wait. Even there is a big process which is very time consuming is ahead of them, because due to time quantum, one process cannot be processed more than the time constraint which is given. Just like in the example, there is a 2-second time constraint. So first process is for only 2 seconds. Again it get terminated and other process get come. That is happen. But here one thing you must remember, that here the CPU is only one. Do not misconcept that first process get executed, second process get executed, so there are multiple processes. No, there are only one processor. So first process get completed, then it get terminated, and second process come. But in the other operating system, that is called multiple processing operating system. Here what happened? There are lots of work and lots of CPU. You have heard about your laptop, that your laptop is octa-core, dual-core, and that is 2 CPU, 4 CPU or 8 CPU, means there are 2 processor, 4 processor or 8 processor in your system. So if there are 3 tasks come and you have 3 processor, so task 1 is allocated to first processor, task 2 is allocated to second processor, task 3 is allocated to third processor. So here the work is happening, the program is happening parallelly. On a particular time, there are multiple programming happening, just like a parallel system. But in the multitasking, it does not happen. First happen for few seconds, then happen for few more seconds. But in the multiprogramming, multiple programs run simultaneously, like a parallel system. That is the biggest differentiating between multiple processor and multitasking. In multitasking, only one program run at a time for a particular time. But in multiprocessing, more than one program run at the same time. And the other operating system is real time operating system. Here what will happen, there is a time constraint also, but here the time constraint is two types. First one is soft time constraint, second one is hard time constraint. What does it mean? It means that you have get the time constraint of, let's say, 5 minutes. Okay, then in soft constraint your process must be complete within the time, within the 5 minutes. You can't take more than 5 minutes to complete the process. And in hard processor, you have to complete your work exactly at 5 minutes. You can't take more than 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes. This is the biggest difference between hard and soft. In soft, within the 5 minutes, in hard, exactly at 5 minutes, you have to complete your task. So in today's videos, I have discussed about the types of operating system. First one is batch, where the task is happen as a batch. Here the CPU utilization time is very low because till the first batch work does not complete, second batch work can't be intern. Then we discuss about tasking, multitasking. Here what will happen then? Sorry. Then we discuss about multiprogramming. Here what will happen that when CPU is ideal, when one process is entering the work, CPU is ideal, then the process 2 will enter in the work. And then we discuss about multitasking. Multitasking means that there is a time quantum. There is a coin quantum. Your process can only work for that time quantum, then it get terminated, and other process get a chance. Then we have discussed about multiprocessor, where there are lots of processor which do lots of program in the same time parallelly. Then we discuss about real time OS, real time OS. We discuss about the time constraint, but here process have to complete the work within the time, just like you have seen in the multitasking that there is a time content quantum. But here the time content, if the process get terminated, it again come and execute. But this does not happen in the real time. You have to complete your work within time in the soft real time operating system. In the raw hard real time constraint, you have to complete your work exactly at the time. So these are the types of operating system. We will discuss more about the operating system in operating system series. So stay tuned, subscribe my YouTube channel, and please hit the like button.